everyone. Welcome to yoga this week. This week yoga is going to look a little different. We've been kind of mixing it up lately. This week we are going to learn a little something about our Chinese and Eastern, not Middle Eastern, but Southeastern and Chinese neighbors that celebrate the Chinese New Year. So that, who knew, is starting February 12th. And different pages say different things, but it seems to run about 16 days for the Chinese New Year. The New Year is based on a lunar calendar that has to do with the moon. And there's like 12 different years that each are assigned an animal, and it goes in a certain order. And after those 12 years, the whole cycle is gone. Then it goes around again and again. So every 12 years, they circle through the animals. This book, in story form, tells us a little bit about those animals and a little bit about Chinese New Year. Now, I realized a couple weeks ago when I read a book that got kind of long, the lesson of the yoga was like 37 minutes, and that's a little much. So what I'd like to do is just start with our breath ball, then read our book, and see what kind of time we have for any movement at the end. Another thing this week, Ellie and I are going to do a little Chinese New Year baking. So you might see a supplemental video. We're trying to make a rice cake or something. I don't know. Ellie's kind of in charge of the baking, but I'll come along for the ride. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Let's do 6 breaths today, okay? And for those of you who are back in school, welcome back to school. I know 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade just started, so that's exciting. And for those of you who are at home, continuing to do what's been working all along. So everyone's got hopefully something that's working for them. Okay, here we go. Sitting up nice and tall or lying down with a nice flat back. Here we go. Inhale and exhaling. 2, inhaling and exhaling. Good. 3, inhale and exhale. 4, inhale and exhale. 5, inhale and exhale. And 6, inhale and exhaling. Okay, friends, if you're not already in a comfortable position, you could find one, and we'll get started here with Ruby's Chinese New Year, okay? All right, oops, that's beautiful bright sun. It is getting in my eyes. Okay, Ruby's Chinese New Year. Already, see, we can see some of the signs. There's an ox. This year, friends, is the year of the ox. Who knew? Okay, and a tiger. You know what? We'll see. There's a rabbit and a rat. I don't think the cat is in it, so let's see. Also, friends, you can see here red is considered a very lucky color in the Chinese New Year. So that's kind of something fun to learn too. People wear red, send red cards, give out little red treats. Okay. Every New Year, Ruby's grandmother came to visit for Chinese New Year. Together they celebrated, eating special foods and making drawings for good luck. But this year, Grandma was unable to travel. She would miss spending the holiday with Ruby. And so Ruby made a decision. If Grandmother could not come to Ruby, Ruby would go to Grandmother. Ruby drew the most beautiful pictures of her family seated around a table full of noodles, dumplings, fish, vegetables, and holiday sweets. All their New Year special treats, huh? A gift for Grandmother. She folded the red paper, remember that lucky color, tucked it into a red envelope, and slipped it into her pocket. It says, love, Ruby. Then she set off. Not far down the path, Ruby spied Cat and Rat. Hello, Cat and Rat. I'm taking a gift for Chinese New Year to Grandmother. Would you like to come along? Yes, of course, said Cat, but how will we cross the meadow and the pond? Let's ask Ox, said Rat. She's so strong and dependable. And so Cat and Rat and Ruby continued on their way. With this, friends, this might also be the story of how these animals ended up on the zodiac calendar. It's a fable from China. Ox was walking along the path to the farmer's home. On her back, she carried packages of rice cakes and candies, sweet treats for the new year. Hello, Ox, called Cat and Rat. We are taking a gift for Chinese New Year to Grandmother. Would you like to come along? I would be happy to, said Ox. Climb on my back. We will make the journey together. And so Ox, Cat, Rat, and Ruby continued on their way. Before the group had taken even 2 steps, Tiger and Rabbit bounded out of the bushes, streamers flying behind them. Hello, Tiger. Hello, Rabbit, said Ox. We are taking a gift for Chinese New Year to Grandmother. Would you like to come along? Oh, yes, that sounds fun, said Tiger and Rabbit in unison. And so Cat took a seat on Tiger's powerful back, and Rat perched between Rabbit's soft, friendly ears. Together, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby continued along their way. Those beautiful streamers. They soon passed Dragon and Snake, who were making paper lanterns. These kind of lanterns, friends, hang at Chinese New Year. Hello, friends. Where are you off to? Asked Snake. We are taking a gift to Grandmother, said Tiger. Would you like to come along? Of course we would. Let's see. Snake loved Grandmother and was happy to visit her. We will bring the lantern, said Snake. Will you come too, Dragon? Asked Rabbit. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, my phone was ringing, friends. It was distracting me. My camera went off, but it didn't. Okay. We will bring the lantern, said Snake. Will you come too, Dragon? Asked Rabbit. Of course, said Dragon, who was always ready for an adventure. So Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby continued on their way. As they walked along, Ruby saw Horse and Goat grazing in the meadow. Hello, said Dragon and Snake. We are taking a gift to Grandmother. Would you like to come along? Yes, said Horse and Goat together. First they gathered flowers from the meadow. Then Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby continued on their way. Beautiful. Oh, they're going to find more, friends. After a short while, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby reached the pond, where Monkey and Rooster were catching fish for the holiday feast, because fish is another food that they use at the Chinese New Year. And actually they keep the whole head and eyes, the whole fish is there on the table. It's a symbolic food, and that's what they do. And through the shrubs, just on the other side, Ruby could see Grandmother's house. What? With a leap and a bound, Ruby dove into the pond. She could swim to Grandmother's. She was so close. Uh-oh, her letter. Oh, look. Can you see, friends? That monkey is rescuing her letter. When Ruby finally reached the other side of the pond, Monkey and Rooster, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox and Cat and Rat were waiting with her card for Grandmother. Oh no, cried Ruby. It's ruined. Everything is ruined. Oh, she was awfully disappointed, wasn't she? It's not ruined, crowed Rooster. We have fish, said Monkey. And flowers, said Horse and Goat. We have lanterns, said Dragon and Snake. And streamers, added Tiger and Rabbit. We have rice cakes and sweets, said Ox. And we have our family, said Cat and Rat, looking toward the house. So those must be all the things they needed for Chinese New Year. Fish and flowers, lanterns and streamers, rice cakes and sweets, and most importantly, their family. Uh-oh, all the names again. As Monkey and Rooster, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby turned to look, Dog and Pig came racing out to greet them. They covered Ruby's face with kisses and tickled her until she shrieked with joy. The door opened, and Grandmother appeared. Oh, isn't she the sweetest? Ruby, what a wonderful surprise, said Grandma. I brought you a gift for Chinese New Year, said Ruby, but it's wet and ruined. Don't worry, said Grandmother. It will dry. And seeing you and your friends today is the best gift of all. Together, Dog and Pig, Monkey and Rooster, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Rat, Ruby, and Grandmother laid out their table. Everyone was ready to celebrate Chinese New Year, except for Cat, who had fallen asleep. Friends, the reason the author put the cat over here is because this is the only animal not actually in the zodiac calendar, in those 12 different animal year cycles that I told you about. Let's see, ox is the one that we're on this year, and this is the ox right there. Okay. See, here's a picture. It shows you the different years that go with each animal and how it rotates back through. These are some different crafts you can make. Here's the Chinese lantern, a paper fan. And then here is a sign. They make signs like this, well-wishing signs to hang, like a banner. So anyways, friends, that's just a little peek into the Chinese New Year. To be honest, I didn't know anything about it until I read this book and then looked a little bit on the internet to make sure that I had a little background for what I was talking about. So, that was fun, and keep an eye out for our video, our cooking video. We'll see. I have not baked with rice flour, so fingers crossed. All right, friends. Well, the choice is yours. We're about 13 minutes into our video. You are welcome to turn it off for now, or you can stick with me and do a little yoga, okay? Let's just go ahead. So if you're signing off, I'll see you later. If you're sticking with me, friends, let's go ahead and come into child's pose today. Okay. All right. My camera's a little bit up because I was reading, but here I am coming into child's pose, resting my head on my hands. You can do the same if you like, or you can keep your head on your stacked fists like this if you'd like to have a little more space between your nose and the floor. And as usual, if you like, you can bring your attention to your belly breath rising and falling on your legs. Maybe we could pay attention for 4 breaths of that ocean-like breath coming in and out. I'm on 3 and 4. Good job, friends. Now, if you would like, you can walk your hands to the side of your mat. I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit so you can see. There we go. Walk your hands to the side and keep your child's pose legs there and stretch into your hand, and then you can bring this hip back. We've done this before. And get a nice big stretch in your side. Nice big stretch over there. Okay. When you're ready, we can walk our hands back to the front and keep on going to the other side. Stretching, remember, into this back hip. Nice big stretch in this side there. You feel it? I can. I'm noticing some Fruit Loops under my bed here. So that's always a good place for a snack. Okay, let's come up into tabletop, and we'll do something we've done many, many times, our cat and cow. So when you're ready, you can drop your belly and lift up your head and tail. This kind of reminds me of ox that we learned about, that we're in the year of the ox. Sometimes they have those bony shoulders like you see. Okay, and now arch your back, drop your head. And drop your belly. And arch your back. And drop your belly. And arch your back. Okay, very good, friends. From here, we can do something we do a lot. Tuck your toes and come up into your downward dog. If you would like to bend one knee and then the other, and stretch out the back of your legs. If you have any tightness there, you're welcome to do that. And then once you're done, you can find some stillness here in the pose. I always notice what's behind me, some books, a bag. Okay, when you're ready, step your feet up between your hands. I will not step up quite that far because I need to stay in the screen here. Okay, from here, friends, let's inhale our arms up overhead. Exhaling, we're going to forward fold, touching near your toes. Then bring your hands up to your shins. Exhaling your hands back to the floor. And then sweeping your arms up overhead. And then hands to heart. And let's do that one more time, and then we'll do our push-up series. After that, we'll link that together. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhaling, hands to the floor. Inhaling, hands to your knees. Exhale, plant your hands. You can step back. I'm stepping forward because camera. Okay, drop your knees or not. I think I'll keep mine up today. And then we'll lower down. Inhaling if you'd like to link your breath. For up dog or cobra. And cobra, go back to child's pose. If your knees are up, go back to downward dog. And then we'll all meet here together. Okay. Friends, let's step our feet up towards our hands. I am going to step back here so you can see me. And we will do our tree pose together, okay? So let's go ahead and bring your hands to heart if you would like. And then shift your weight into one leg. You know the options. You can kickstand your foot, bring it to your calf, or up to your thigh. Look at something that's not moving. And when you're ready, if you'd like, you can grow your tree. Good. Hands back to heart. You can step it out a bit. Okay. Other side, guys. Weight in your opposite leg. Kickstanding your foot. And when you're ready, you can raise your arms high to the sky. And hands back to heart. Okay, friends, we'll come forward here. We can go ahead and do our lying down stretches on the floor. If you'd like to lay back and have, you know what, first my knees are towards the sky right now. My arms are out wide. I think I will bring my feet to the sky. If you would like to too, for legs up the wall. If you have a shoulder stand in your practice or in gymnastics or something, you can go ahead and do that. Lift your hips up off the floor. But if you don't, we'll stick with legs up the wall. Just kind of relaxing. Okay, friends, from here, we'll bring our feet back down and do our twists. So once again, let your knees fall to one side, your nose to the other. Such a nice sunny day out. Okay. This cold weather is so cold, but at least the sky is more blue. Okay, friends, bring our knees back towards the sky. Let them drop the other direction. And our nose toward the other way. Good job, guys. Okay, if you'd like, pop your hands behind your thighs and roll up. And to finish today, guys, we can send out our volcano breath. I'm thinking of who could use mine today. Maybe everyone. Well, probably just everyone. Sometimes that's the kind of day it is. I'm just going to send a good wish to the world today. And who do you have in mind? Someone particular? Probably. All right, hands to heart. Let's inhale our wish. And exhale. Thank you, friends. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Chinese New Year, and I'll see you next week. Bye.